Hello fellow YouTubers, this is Utah Moses here to give you my movie review for The Avengers. Hello fellow YouTubers, this is Utah Moses here to give you my review for the movie The Avengers. So the Avengers follow up to S.H.I.E.L.D. finally obtaining the Tesseract Cube, and for those of you that don't know what that is, it's the glowing cube from when Red Skull possesses it from Captain America, and they use it to try and make weapons of their own, and they experimented by ripping a door into the universe and accidentally brought back Loki. And he's planning on taking over Earth with his alien army known as the Chitauri. And so they need to form all the superheroes so that they can form the team The Avengers, just so that they can stop him. Now, I never thought that a superhero ensemble could ever succeed everyone's expectation in a superhero movie. And I was never bored when I was watching The Avengers. In fact, I wanted a lot more when I was seeing it. And it just comes to show that anything that enters into the Whedonverse becomes perfection.
Oh, wow, you actually say Whedonverse in real life.
So, just to be clear, I've only watched Firefly and its film follow-up Serenity, so I haven't seen Buffy, Dollhouse, Angel, or even his newest film that he wrote, Cabin in the Woods. But I'll get to that. Joss Whedon directed and wrote for The Avengers, and how he tells a story and presents it on the screen, I thought it was incredible. And he even gets all the humor in it spot on with every scene. Robert Downey, Chris Hemsworth, and Chris Evans, along with the rest of the Avengers, were all superb in their parts, in their respective roles. And to see them all mingle about, fighting together, fighting at each other, or even sharing the wisecracks, is just a delight to watch. And even though all the characters had been fleshed out from the previous movies, they still add more background to all of the characters, which is great to see. And you even get some background for some of the other characters like Agent Phil Coulson or Black Widow, enough that you would start to care for them as well. And you also find out about Phil Coulson's trading card obsession with Captain America. And unlike all the other films, we actually get to see Nick Fury do something in the film. Unlike all the others, he just appears into the movie to bring up about the Avengers initiative. And Tom Hiddleston back in Thor, he was alright as Loki, and to hear him play the main villain in the Avengers, it made me kind of worry. But hearing about what his involvement is going to be kind of took that edge off. And after watching him in the Avengers, he was a real badass as the main villain, where we see him taking out half of the S.H.I.E.L.D. organization, destroy their base, and take control of Hawkeye. And I'm not really spoiling anything for you, because this happens within the first 15 to 20 minutes of the movie. Now, I do have a few complaints about the Avengers movie, and they're only tiny little complaints, but here it is. I hate Captain America's new outfit. It's because it looks like a Halloween costume compared to the first movie with him. And as great as Mark Ruffalo was as Bruce Banner, I still wanted Edward Norton to play as Bruce Banner, just because I like him more as an actor and just to keep consistency in the series. And they even show some footage from the first Hulk movie with him. But he does change into the Hulk for more than half the movie that he's in it, so I guess it doesn't matter. And he surprisingly turns out to be the funniest out of the whole cast as the Hulk.
Unparalleled, and I'm a huge fan of the way you lose control and turn into an enormous green rage monster.
There was even a moment where the Hulk is standing beside Thor after fighting the Chitauri, and for no reason, he just punches Thor off the screen. And all the fight scenes in the Avengers were phenomenal. The action shown in the movie was as promising as we saw in the trailer, and none of the Avengers ever outshines the other heroes whatsoever. Overall, The Avengers is probably the second best superhero movie out there. And this definitely deserves a second viewing. And I know this all sounds typical, but how many other superhero movies do you know where you see all your memorable heroes from different movies or comic books in one film? X-Men, maybe. So, I give this my 5 full stars. I really enjoyed the hell out of it. It may make my number 1 on the 2012 list, and what's even more unexpected about this is that it isn't even summer yet, and this year is turning out a lot better than 2011. I don't know how to describe the Avengers. I would say it's super duper cool, awesome. Wait, there's one word to describe this. The Avengers is marvelous. So, yeah, Joss Whedon done a perfect job making the Avengers, and it's too bad that he isn't a Time Lord so that he could try and fix all of Hollywood's past failures and fuck-ups, because I would really like to see his version of Transformers or even Dragon Ball, just from the movies that they had made back in the past. So, that's all I got to say. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back later. Until then, this is Utah Moses, signing out.